We're Joe and Esther. Every journey starts the same way. Grab coffee and go. From quiet beaches to hidden parks and places most people pass by, this is Wheels of Passion. Come ride with us. Our visit to Milan began early in the morning as we departed the port city of Genoa. While Genoa offers its own rich maritime history, today's adventure would take us inland to one of Italy's most influential and stylish cities. As our bus made its way across the rolling landscapes of northern Italy, the scenery gradually transformed from coastal views to bustling urban centers. Before long, the skyline of Milan began to emerge, signaling the start of a day filled with some of the city's most famous landmarks. Milan is often recognized as Italy's financial and fashion capital, but it is also a city deeply rooted in history, art, architecture, and culture. With origins dating back more than 2,000 years to the Roman era, Milan has evolved through centuries of political power, economic growth, and artistic achievement. The drive provided a glimpse of modern Italy, with highways connecting industrial centers, picturesque countryside, and vibrant communities. Our first stop in Milan was the impressive Sforzesco Castle, one of the city's most recognizable historic monuments. Originally built during the 14th century and later expanded by the powerful Sforza family, the castle served as both a military fortress and a symbol of political authority. Standing behind its massive brick walls and fortified towers, it is easy to appreciate the scale and importance this structure once held. Although our visit focused on the exterior grounds, rather than the museum collections inside, there was still plenty to admire. As we walked around the grounds, it was fascinating to imagine the centuries of history that unfolded here. The large central tower rises prominently above the entrance, while expansive courtyards and surrounding green spaces create a welcoming atmosphere for visitors today. The castle survived wars, occupations, and extensive restoration efforts, eventually becoming one of Milan's most treasured cultural landmarks. The combination of medieval architecture and open public spaces made for a wonderful introduction to the city. Leaving Sforzesco Castle behind, we began our walk toward Milan's historic center. Along the way, we passed elegant streets lined with shops, cafes, and beautifully preserved buildings that reflected the city's reputation for sophistication and style. Milan is known worldwide as a center for fashion and design, but walking through its streets also reveals layers of history woven into everyday life. The route gradually led us toward one of the city's most iconic destinations, a place where architecture, commerce, and culture come together beneath a spectacular glass roof. Our second stop brought us to the magnificent Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Often referred to as one of the world's oldest shopping malls, the Galleria is far more than a place to shop. Completed in the late 19th century, this architectural masterpiece is celebrated for its soaring glass and iron dome, elegant mosaics, and grand arcades. Stepping inside feels like entering a palace dedicated to commerce and culture. Sunlight filters through the enormous glass ceiling, illuminating intricate floor mosaics and ornate decorative details throughout the structure. Luxury boutiques, historic cafes, and renowned restaurants occupy the elegant storefronts that line the passageways. Even visitors with no intention of shopping can appreciate the beauty of the space and the craftsmanship that went into its construction. The Galleria serves as a magnificent transition between Milan's fashionable side and its historic heart. Exiting the Galleria, we found ourselves standing in the expansive Piazza del Duomo, the vibrant heart of Milan and one of the most recognizable public squares in Italy. The square was alive with activity as visitors and locals gathered beneath the city's most iconic landmark. Street performers entertained crowds, photographers searched for the perfect angle, and travelers from around the world paused to take in the remarkable scenery surrounding them. Towering above the square stood the magnificent Duomo di Milano. Even from the outside, the cathedral is an awe-inspiring sight. Construction began in 1386 and continued for centuries, resulting in one of the largest Gothic cathedrals ever built. Its massive white marble facade is covered with intricate carvings, decorative details, and countless statues that seem to reach endlessly toward the sky. As we walked around the exterior, it was impossible not to be impressed by the sheer scale of the structure. Hundreds of spires rise above the roofline, each contributing to the cathedral's distinctive silhouette. The craftsmanship visible in every corner reflects generations of artisans who dedicated their skills to creating one of Europe's most celebrated architectural masterpieces. The Duomo is more than just a religious landmark. It has become a symbol of Milan itself. For centuries, it has served as a focal point for civic life, celebrations, and historic events, standing as a testament to the city's enduring cultural and artistic legacy. Standing in Piazza del Duomo provided an excellent opportunity to appreciate both the cathedral and the energy of the city around it. Surrounded by historic buildings, elegant architecture, and the constant movement of people, the square offered one of the most memorable moments of our day in Milan. After spending time admiring the Duomo and exploring the piazza, we returned to our motor coach and continued our journey to the final stop of the excursion. As we traveled across the city toward our final destination, our guide shared additional stories about Milan's remarkable heritage. Milan has long been a crossroads of commerce, innovation, and culture. It is home to world-renowned universities, influential fashion houses, and internationally recognized museums. Yet, despite its modern reputation, traces of its ancient past can still be found throughout the city. From Roman ruins to Renaissance masterpieces, Milan offers a unique blend of historical significance and contemporary energy. Every district seems to reveal another chapter of the city's story. Our next stop would showcase one of the most famous artistic achievements in human history. Our final destination was the Basilica di Santa Maria delle Grazie, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and home to one of the world's most celebrated works of art. The church itself is beautiful, representing an important example of Renaissance architecture. However, most visitors come here for a singular reason: Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece, The Last Supper. Painted between 1495 and 1498, the mural depicts the dramatic moment when Jesus tells his disciples that one of them will betray him. Rather than presenting a static scene, Leonardo captured a powerful emotional reaction from each figure, creating one of the most influential works in Western art. Access to the painting is carefully controlled in order to preserve the fragile masterpiece. Visitors enter in small groups after passing through a series of climate-controlled chambers designed to protect the artwork from environmental damage. Standing before the Last Supper is a truly unforgettable experience. Seeing such an iconic image in person provides an entirely different perspective than viewing reproductions in books or online. The scale, detail, and emotional intensity of the painting become far more apparent when experienced firsthand. It was a fitting conclusion to our day in Milan, a city that seamlessly combines history, art, architecture, and modern culture. As our excursion came to an end and we began the journey back toward Genoa and the Sapphire Princess, we reflected on everything we had experienced throughout the day. From the medieval walls of Sforza Castle to the elegant arcades of the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, from the grandeur of the Duomo di Milano to the artistic genius of Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper, Milan offered an unforgettable glimpse into some of Italy's greatest treasures. Although our visit lasted only a day, it provided a remarkable introduction to one of Europe's most fascinating cities. Milan proved to be much more than a fashion capital. It is a destination rich with history, culture, and world-class landmarks that continue to inspire visitors from around the globe. Thank you for joining us on this adventure through Milan. If you enjoyed the journey, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along as we continue exploring incredible destinations around the world.
Thanks for watching our video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.